is partnered by BetterSleep, one of the world's top-rated sleep apps designed to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. I've never been a consistent sleeper. These days, I rarely get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and I usually wake up feeling like I barely rested. So I decided to try BetterSleep for a few nights, and honestly, it really helped me. One standout feature is the sleep recorder. I had no idea how much I was tossing and turning, or that I even snored when I sleep, until I played it back. That kind of feedback is super helpful. But what really hooked me were the sounds. I love the water sounds, rivers, lakes, rain, and many others that instantly help me stay calm. And the background music? Incredibly relaxing. It's not just great for sleep, it's perfect for meditation too. You can mix and match over 300 sounds and create your own vibe, whether it's white noise, ASMR, or ambient soundscapes. So if you're like me and you struggle with sleep, head over to trybettersleep.co/Alyx and start your 7-day trial for free. Sleep is a crucial part of your overall health, and if you're not getting the rest you need, it can seriously impact your physical and mental well-being. So don't wait. Download the BetterSleep app and start getting the rest you deserve today. Tonight's episode of SmackDown was graced with some creative updates as a new creative team has taken over the show. Also, we're going to talk about Crown Jewel, which is happening in literally 7 hours. Let's talk about it right here in Alyx's world. Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your WWE Friday Night SmackDown. This is October 10th, 2025, in about literally 7 hours, maybe a couple of hours plus, 7 to 10 hours or so. We will be live. Psych, I will not be live, but WWE will be live for Perth. Crown Jewel in Perth. Literally 7 a.m. in the morning. So I'm curious, who's going to watch the show live? Who's going to wake up at, well, for me, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Wish it was 7 p.m. I will be live at 7 p.m. 7 a.m. in the morning. For specific time, it's 5 a.m. For Eastern time, it's 8 a.m. Who's waking up early in the morning to watch WWE Crown Jewel? I'm just curious. If you're doing it, you're a trooper. I ain't doing it. I ain't waking up, 7 to watch a show. I'm going to have to catch the replay on ESPN. Don't forget about that now. These shows are no longer on Peacock. They're on ESPN. So don't be, oh my God, what happened to the show? No, it's on a different network now, just in case you guys haven't caught up. So I'll be catching that show in the afternoon, and then I will come up here in the evening to do my review, reaction, recap of that show. And yes, the Super Chat Championship will indeed be on the line. That's the world title. Tonight, the international title is still on the line. We'll be talking about SmackDown and, of course, talking about Crown Jewel. So if you guys are ready, let's talk about it. We had a new creative team write the show. A creative shakeup, if you will. Still led by Road Dogg, but essentially, you're seeing the changes. We had wrestlers get their old themes back. A lot of wrestlers get their old themes back. Thank God. Some kept their new ones. I think Damian Priest's new theme is fine. But Nakamura got his theme back. The Street Profits got their theme back. I think Aleister Black has always had his theme, but it was good to hear it be played. So already I love it. Great change already. We saw the return of Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura, to his OG NXT personality. And I think he's a babyface now, thank God. I have no idea what they were trying to do with him going, samurai? Dark samurai on us. That was weird. That was a weird period for Nakamura. We're not going to talk about that anymore. But outside of that, you also had the MFTs, the family tree, get themselves a new addition or a returning addition. Tama Tonga is back. The Gorillas of Destiny, ain't nobody realer than Gorilla, have reunited. And I love the face paint. That's really cool. People are telling me they did that in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Probably should have been doing that from jump because it's a nice change of pace. I personally love it. I love the fact that Zelina Vega has gone heel. Not just that, but she's returned to being a manager. And she'll be managing Aleister Black, who beat Damian Priest in the main event. Thought the match was great, by the way. This show felt like a much-needed change of pace for SmackDown. To be fair, we were in Perth, and Perth made the show feel a lot more important. Feel a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Dare I say, feel a lot more like SmackDown than SmackDown has felt. I'm sorry. It feels a lot more like SmackDown than SmackDown has ever felt this year, quite honestly. Like the last time I was excited for SmackDown was AJ Lee returning, but she's not on SmackDown. So it's good to get away from the things that weren't working. We tried them out. Now let's get back to what worked and then go from there. So very excited about that. I love the idea of the MFTs versus the Wyatt Sicks. That has my interests. I'm assuming the Wyatt Sicks will be the babyfaces in that feud. I kind of like the Wyatt Sicks being the heels, but if we're doing them against the MFTs, then guess who the babyfaces will be? Just saying. But it's okay. It works out better this way, quite honestly, if we're doing this particular feud. I wonder if they're going to give the belts back to the Gorillas of Destiny. Probably so, maybe. We saw Cody Rhodes. We saw Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton take on the U.S. Women's Champ. Not a fan of that, but whatever. It was a really good episode of Friday Night SmackDown. And I think it gave us a glimpse into what Crown Jewel is going to be like. Looking at the card for Crown Jewel, it still feels like one of those glorified house shows based off of the concepts, but I think they've done a better job building up to this show. Quite honestly, better than their last two PLEs. Better than Clash in Paris, and better than WrestlePalooza. So, even though Crown Jewel might in fact be the lesser of the three shows, might be a filler episode, I'm actually expecting it to deliver in terms of an overall show. It might be better than, well, it's not going to be hard to be better than WrestlePalooza, let's just be real. That was a two-match show. But we'll see what they do. I am excited to see how things play out for WWE when it comes to this event. I'm not going to keep you here too long. I want to hit the SmackDown review. Then I want to get to the preview and predictions of Crown Jewel. And then I'm going to see you tomorrow for Crown Jewel in the afternoon. Or the late afternoon, early evening time. So, I don't really have any wrestling news to talk about, other than the creative changes for SmackDown, which we will get more into when we do the review. So, I guess with that being said, thank you all for being here, watching me in high definition for Friday Night SmackDown. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on you. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hot out the press. Also, get you an old school Alyx, my teacher. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. And many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today right here in Alyx's World. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. You could be anywhere else. You chose me for your weekly review, recap, reaction. And I'm grateful for that.
Some nil talent got released.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the program. The WWE ID program did have some releases. I think Kylie Ray. Who's the other one? There was one more on that Evolve show. You'll have to tell me what their names are because I don't watch it like that. SD Kai looking to win that title, looking to win the international championship with $2. Gonna have to try a little harder than that, my friend. We'll have to see how that works out. If there's any other news items that you want me to talk about, please let me know. I'll look into that during the SmackDown review, and then we can talk about that either during the SmackDown review or afterwards. So let me know about that. Apparently, Kylie Ray is pregnant. Congratulations to her. Wow. That's awesome. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nights and Fires to Heart. Elias Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling Go. Khalil does everything. Highway Dylan Danger. Dylan Danger. Teflon Don. The Mod Father. Zeno. Enigma. Big MGM. And of course, Mrs. Firestar Heart. Angel Hollenbeck. Because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Who's here? Who is here in the live chat? Yes, I did see that SD Kai donated that $2. Is he going to win it with $2? I highly doubt that. We have Zach Minger. What day is it? Zach Minger says it's National Angel Food Cake Day. Angel Food Cake Day? That's interesting. I like that. Let's see here. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who says this was a shockingly good episode. Yeah, I told you, those creative changes, they came in clutch. Zelina is finally with her husband. That's a hell of a pairing. Your Highness, King AJ. Are you a fan of AJ Styles, by the way, King AJ, or are you just so happen to be called AJ? Yes, Road Dogg is still the head of creative, but he has a new team. We should keep that in mind. It's the people around Road Dogg. Like, Ryan Ward was like the head of creative, but Road Dogg was the one pulling the strings, if that makes any sense. We got... let me scroll down a little bit. Don't want to miss anybody. 412 Hamrock. Good to have you here, sir. We got the champ in his house. You know him, you love him. The chosen one. The unwicked. When you walk into a building and you see him standing tall with that championship around his shoulder, always remember that you the twos and he's the one. I am number one. Ronwell Nigales, he says, will SD Kai sneakily take the title away from Corp CA? We'll have to see about that. Sophie Dophie, no, I did not see A&B Convos because A&B Convos will be reacting live to Crown Jewel at 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, they're going to react to the show. They are troopers. We also have Kingville 24. Too many kings. King AJ and then Kingville. I see Chase. He says, Zelina looks fine as hell. Zelina always looks fine as hell, bro. You must have been watching her with your eyes closed. TB1, BPG. I'm just joking. Anytime female wrestlers go heel, they always come out more attractive. There's always something about when women go heel. Ugh. They just, maybe I just like heels. Rolando Sabio says it's been a while. Good to have you here, sir. We got Sean Swaby. Baby! I just got word that Corey Graves and Carmella had a second child. That explains why he was written off TV. well, you gotta take care of that baby. You know they be getting down. Let me see. Don't want to miss anybody here. Aaron Teagle, good to have you here. And yeah, we're gonna stop right there. So currently in the lead for the Super Chat, International Super Chat title is SD Kai with $2. I hope Corp CA is sitting by, not looking to let him win it with no $2. We also have the rest of the stream to get to. So I do expect him to drop in and drop a big one to stay in the lead. Expecting that. We also have Drew Usher, the Savior. And we got Kicking It with Leo sitting in the back. So we'll say the amount to beat is $2. So you never know. Someone could still walk out as the new champ, but I am expecting Corp CA to show up. All right, so get your likes in. And again, like, give me some topics. If you have a topic you want me to discuss, you let me know. You let me know, and we'll get to it. So SmackDown was live in Perth, which means it was taped. This episode was taped, I think, 12 hours ago. There's a 12-hour difference between them and us. So this was taped at 7 a.m. in the morning. For us. For them, it's 7 p.m. But I thought this show was a much better episode of SmackDown than we usually get. Why is that? It was reported that SmackDown had some creative changes. A new creative team. Now, Road Dogg Jesse James is still the head of creative. But it does help to have new people around him to make the shows feel fresher. And you could see the changes. You don't even have to watch the show. Just look at some of the clips. A lot of wrestlers got their old theme songs back. That's a complaint we've all had for years. It's going all the way back to what? 2024? Maybe even late 2023. These new themes by Def Rebel, outside of Roman Reigns, and maybe Damian Priest and a few others, they ain't doing it. And so, you tried it, didn't work, and so now, go back to what worked. The Street Profits with their old theme song, awesome. Shinsuke Nakamura with his old NXT theme song, awesome. Aleister Black still keeping his NXT theme, thank God. Was kind of scared they were going to change that. And other people. Apparently, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are in discussions to get their old themes back. You know, Sheamus got to have, it's a shame that they, it's a shame for fame, lobster head. I almost said it the right way. I wanted to say it the lobster head way because I like saying it that way. And Drew's been looking to get back Broken Dreams forever. Drew's been trying to get that theme back since 2022. They might finally give it to him. Please, for the love of God. But you're seeing fresher presentations for wrestlers. You're seeing new feuds started. You're seeing new pairings. It feels like a fresh coat of paint for Friday Night SmackDown, which, thank God, it's been necessary for the longest time. So, quickly going over it, I thought what carried the show was the crowd. Anytime you go to a foreign audience, they're going to be a lot more excited, a lot more hype for the show than us Americans, because we suck and we don't appreciate anything. We're ungrateful and we're spoiled. I'm an American and I can say that. But yes, Perth, Australia, made this show feel a lot bigger than, quite honestly, it had every right to be. Cody Rhodes comes out and he threw the microphone to Michael Cole because they were chanting, Seth's a wanker. And then Michael Cole was like, I'm not going to say it. You say it, Barrett. And then Barrett says, I believe I got some bad news. No, he didn't say that. He was saying, I believe they're saying Seth Rollins is a wanker. And then he tosses the microphone back to Cody. That was a good-ass catch. That was nice. I like seeing that. Essentially, Cody told Seth, there's one thing that is truth. There are three things in life that are true. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't piss in the wind. And you can't beat Cody Rhodes when you're Seth Rollins. Maybe it's time we change that. I'm begging for Seth to win. I am begging for Seth to win. We'll talk about who I think will win in my preview and predictions. But I really want Seb to win. Like, God, he needs it. He needs his win, man. He really does. All right, so after that, we go on to, I think, Sami, right? If I'm not mistaken. A couple of other segments backstage. Stephanie Vaquer interacts with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green tries to recruit her, and Stephanie's like, ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasa? She didn't say that, but it didn't go anywhere. Jacob Fatu comes face-to-face with Cody Rhodes and then gets attacked by Drew McIntyre. Later on in the evening, Drew gets attacked by Jacob Fatu. They're having a match next week. This is a number one contendership match. It better be a number one contendership match. You better not just throw them together and not add some stakes to it. Then we get Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, United States Championship match. When Nakamura's OG NXT Black and Gold theme hit, the crowd popped. The crowd lost their minds. Because that's what we associate with Nakamura. No offense to his old theme or his remixes. His remixes weren't that bad either. The OG theme is what people love. And he came out, got a massive pop. Crowd was behind him throughout the entire match with Sami Zayn. Match was great, by the way. Easily the best part of Friday Night SmackDown is this United States Open Challenge. Sami's really carrying this. He's carrying the entire show with it. But it's funny to me. When Sami first came out, the crowd loved Sami. Then Nakamura came out with his OG theme, and the crowd was like, screw Sami. We're behind Nakamura. And they protected Nakamura because the MFTs came out. But the first one to come out was the returning Tama Tonga. Yeah. The returning Tama Tonga, who came out with face paint. And it looked nice. And then the rest of the MFTs come out. So the match goes to a no contest, or Nakamura wins by DQ. I'm not too sure if we're going with a no DQ or a DQ finish. Excuse me. I think it's safe to say that that match went to a no contest. But MFTs come out and attack both Nakamura and Sami Zayn. And then Solo walked out there. Not as goofy, but more serious. Interesting. I miss Goofy. Solo Sikoa. Hopefully he goes back to being goofy. 4 letters, 1 word. Stop. Stupid, man. It's hilarious. After this, I believe we got Giulia and Kiana James, right? Yes, Giulia and Kiana James taking on Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton. Match was a match. The babyfaces win. The champs win. And they're going to fight each other in about 7 to 10 hours. And you'll get my prediction in just a second. I think after this, you see Charlotte and Alexa talking to Soruka and Zarya. So I'm assuming that this is going to be taking place on SmackDown and not NXT. Because the storyline here is Zarya and, of course, Soruka are about to break up. So I don't see them winning the titles, but it would be nice if they did. Just to kind of mix things up a little bit. But yeah, Soruka and Zarya are getting ready to break up. So I'm more than likely expecting them to not win this match between Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. But it is a great showcase of Soruka, who's the real star. No offense. No offense to Zarya. Don't hate Zarya, but let's just be real. Everyone cares about Soruka. Street Profits taking on the Wyatt Sicks. Match was really good. Of course, it's involving legit great talent. The Street Profits got their theme songs back. I bring the swear that nobody can. It's unfortunate that they're about to break up, so it don't matter no more. This was a pretty wild match. You didn't have Uncle Howdy out there. You didn't have Bo Dallas, but you had everyone else. Eric Rowan. You had Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross out there. And then, of course, the tag champs themselves. It came down, though, to the tag champs getting the best. A clean victory, for the most part. A clean victory with some minor interference from Nikki Cross. So I guess it's not really clean. But yes, the Wyatt Sicks outnumber the Street Profits 4-2. And then they get the titles back. And then after that, the what is it called? The My Family Tree? The MFT, so My Family Tree, right? The MFTs Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Tala Tonga, and not Jeff Cobb, but JC Mateo come out and confront the Wyatt Sicks. So this is the new feud, fresh off the box. Stop, look, and watch. Now, I'm assuming the Wyatt Sicks will be baby faces in this feud. So they were heels. Now they're going back to being baby faces for the MFTs. Interesting. Looking forward to see how that goes. But the MFTs might need a female. If we're going to do this match, the MFTs are going to need a female. Do we have a female Samoan in the company? Nia Jax. Will that work? Nia Jax with the MFTs? Didn't think about that. That might actually work out pretty well. What y'all think? Should we do Nia Jax and the MFTs? We shall see. We shall see. And I think the main event was right after this, right? This show went by fast. You had The Miz talking about why he attacked Carmelo Hayes and basically said, "You missed." I was like, ooh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, and then, the main event, Aleister Black and Damian Priest. This show went by really fast. The pacing of this show improved as well. I didn't really think the show lagged. It didn't take its time. There we are. So, Aleister Black, Damian Priest. This was a Falls Count Anywhere, right? No, Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing match. Felt like a Falls Count Anywhere. They beat the piss out of each other. Lots of brawling on the outside. Lots of not razor's edges, but razor edges. What does he call it that? What does he call the razor's edge? The cross something? Forgot what it was called. I'm calling it the razor's edge because I'm not too sure what he called it. But he did a lot of razor's edges. Razor's edges, right? Yeah, I said that right. That's the right way to say it grammarly. On tables. And Aleister Black just kept rolling off the table and landing on his feet hilariously. And it was a hell of a brawl. They went into the crowd. They used weapons. And then they got to a podium on the outside. And it looked like Aleister Black was going to be tossed off. And then Zelina Vega got on top of the podium. Or whatever. It was either like a podium or some kind of a box. Or whatever. They were outside. They were on a high platform. And Zelina's like, "Don't do it. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him." Right? And Aleister Black told Zelina to get out of the way. Let me handle this. And then Damian Priest goes for the kill shot. And then Hadouken! No, for real. Like Aleister Black threw a fireball in Damian Priest's face. Hadouken! Hilarious. And then, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, I saw someone's name in the live chat. I don't know what's happening there. That was an interesting name. Anyways, he hits him with the Black Mass and then knocks off Damian Priest. He falls through a table. Count to 10. Aleister Black wins with the help of Zelina Vega. They are now a pairing. I love this. This is awesome. This is a great pairing. First off, you're turning Zelina Vega heel. She works best as a heel anyways. And you're making her a manager again. That's her best role. She just works better in a talking role. And she's managing her real-life husband, Aleister Black. That's fucking awesome. That's great. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be fire. This is what we need. I think this is what we need for Aleister Black to be launched into that main event scene. I've been waiting for them to give him something. Some kind of a main event push. And I think this is it. Now imagine this. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega up against a Cody Rhodes. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, apparently, I'm going to throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard. I thought both go-home shows tonight were excellent. The one on Raw was great. This one was great. This is exactly what we needed. We needed some kind of creative shakeup. And now, I'm actually going into Crown Jewel somewhat excited. Yeah. Not too bad. So, I just have one request for Road Dogg and his creative team. Don't screw this up. Don't screw up Zelina Vega and Aleister Black. Do not screw up Zelina Vega and Aleister Black, please. This is a match made in heaven, the perfect pairing. With the right creative direction, this could get Aleister Black into that main event scene. Black is a main event player waiting to happen. He has the talent, he has the charisma, he has the look of one. He just needs the right creative. With Zelina Vega, I think he's going to get there. So we'll see. It just depends on what they do with it. Like, a lot of the stuff they have on SmackDown tonight, it all could be great. MFTs versus the Wyatt Sicks could be bangers. That could be a banger feud. The stuff with Nakamura going babyface with his theme, you can do a lot with that. The U.S. Open Challenge is already great. Love that. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the rest of the roster. I have no idea who's taking on Tiffany Stratton for that women's title. Jade Cargill just disappeared out of nowhere. I wonder if she's going after the belt again. Would love to see that. But, yeah, let's see what happens, man. We have a lot of potential. A lot of potential with what they set up here. So, we'll see. We'll see. So, that is my thoughts on SmackDown. I don't see any other topics here in the live chat. So, we'll just move on to the preview and predictions portion. Crown Jewel. Now, once again, Crown Jewel will be live. Live at 7 a.m. in the morning for me. Eastern time is 8 a.m. Pacific time is 5 a.m. Now, check this out. I want to give a shout out to an amazing broadcast here. They are the premier reaction channel here in the YouTube space. A&B Convos Wrestling Addiction. Addiction or addition? Well, it is a wrestling addiction for them. But it's Wrestling Edition. That's the name of their wrestling channel. They will be live at 5 a.m. on YouTube. That's right. That's why they didn't go live for SmackDown. Because they got to sleep. I'm sure they're going to turn in very soon to wake up at 5 a.m. to react to the show. You guys are troopers. Godspeed. Godspeed. No, for real. Like, I think that's awesome. I'm happy that they're going to do it because someone's got to do it. Get those reactions up very soon. Hey, I think addiction can work. Your addiction. A&B Convos. A&B Convos. Your addiction. Wrestling Edition. Your addiction. Yeah, if y'all going to wake up early in the morning, if you're going to wake up early in the morning, you might want to get you some coffee. Because I ain't doing it. I'm going to watch the show when I wake up. And then I'll do the review, recap, reaction in the evening tomorrow. But let's take a look at this card. We have 5 matches going into the show. Not bad, honestly. I'm still hoping WWE over time moves away from the 5-match structure. I just personally feel like the shows feel better and feel a lot more fuller when there's, in my opinion, you can agree or disagree, 6 to 8 matches, right? 6 to 8 matches, that's the sweet spot. If they were to add a Dominic Mysterio match in there, I would have been happy. But Triple H loves his 5 matches, man. Because that's the NXT model. He can't get away from the NXT model. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm not hating on him. I just think things would be better if he used a different model. That's all I'm going to say. All right, looking at the card, let's start off with the match that I'm pretty sure everyone expects to be a banger based off of who's in it. John Cena versus AJ Styles. They have never had a bad match. Matter of fact, all of their matches have been excellent. Every single John Cena, AJ Styles match, I think I've given either an A+ or an A. I've never seen anything less than an A from AJ Styles and John Cena. And basically what they're going to do is just rehash one of their matches from almost 10 years ago. Yeah. AJ Styles and John Cena fought each other 2016, 2017, 8 years ago. Do you feel old yet? Because I do. I really do. All right, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles or John Cena? Because it's interesting. You could go either way with this. So, John Cena is retiring in a couple of months, but AJ Styles is retiring next year. AJ's retiring, I think they said after WrestleMania. He's going to get us to WrestleMania, and then that's it. Wow. All right, well, unless he wins the Royal Rumble and wins the world title, he's calling it quits. He's calling it quits after WrestleMania. So, you could give this to either one of them, which makes the match a lot more fun, actually. So, AJ has beaten John Cena 3 times. Cena has beaten AJ once. So, I guess to balance things out, they're probably going with John Cena. Do I think they should? Who cares? Cena's out the door in a couple of months anyways. Literally in 2 months, he's gone. And about 2 months from now, he'll be out the door. We'll never see him wrestle again. Until he gets offered. Yeah, and that's my thing. I don't think I've been sold on this idea that John Cena is literally never going to wrestle again after December. I think with the right paycheck, he might ink in one last match, but with the idea that this is going to be his last match in Perth, I'm going to go with John Cena winning. I don't think it's a good idea. I think AJ is going to be here a little bit longer, so you give it to AJ. The only reason why I think they would give it to AJ is they want to have AJ win the Rumble and then fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania in his retirement match. So we'll have to see what they do. If they give it to AJ, I'm putting AJ as one of the top people to win the Rumble in 2026. Because that's the only thing AJ Styles has not done. The only thing AJ Styles has not done when it comes to WWE is 1, win a Rumble, and then main event WrestleMania. So they might give it to him if he's going to retire. So we'll see. We'll see. If AJ Styles beats John Cena tomorrow in about 7 to 10 hours, then yes, he is someone that I can see winning the Rumble in 2026. Moving on, John Cena is my prediction, by the way. We got Rhea Ripley and Io Sky taking on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. One of the best storylines, if not the best storyline from WWE this year. Love the acting from Kairi Sane and Asuka. Io Sky could use some work, but you know what? She's not really good with her English yet. She's better with it, but not that great. So I can't expect her acting to be up to par. But I love the mentor being abusive to the students. Love the family dynamic. Love Kairi being torn. Love Asuka being the bitch. Io Sky being the hero. Because Asuka's been gone. And when Asuka left, Io Sky took over as like the focal point. And Asuka's jealous of that. And she feels like that should be her. And we're seeing that storyline play out with Rhea Ripley caught in the middle. And we still got to remember, Rhea and Io have their own thing. Right? Because Rhea still wants to beat Io. Which is interesting. Now, who wins this match? Do we give the win to Rhea and Io? Because we are in Australia. This is Rhea's home turf. So I would think Rhea and Io would win this. And here's why. There's another Australian wrestling on this show. And he's in a match with Roman Reigns. One of these two have to win. Right? You can't have one not win and then have the other one not win. You can't have both of them lose. One of them has to win. And so, because I have the other one losing, I'm worried now because so here's the truth. This is not the match I wanted to predict the Australian to win. I actually wanted the Kabuki Warriors to win this one, right? Unfortunately, I don't think the other Australian's winning. Spoiler alert. Although I want that one to win. God, that one needs to win. So tell you what. Oh, man. Now I'm going to play it safe. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky wins. I don't see the Kabuki Warriors getting the victory here. They should. They need the heat. They'll find a way to keep the heat on Asuka. They'll probably have Kairi Sane take the pinfall. But man, I really, really want the other Australian to win, but I don't see it happening. So Kairi and Asuka will lose here. Rhea and Io will win. All right, so the first of 2 Crown Jewel Championship matches, I am suspecting they're going to open with the women's. Because I have a feeling they're closing with the men's. So they're going to open the show with Stephanie Vaquer, the women's world title on Raw, taking on the WWE women's title on SmackDown, who is Tiffany Stratton. Match should be really good. They look like they have that natural chemistry with each other. So I'm excited about this match. I want Stephanie Vaquer to win. I have a feeling Tiffany's going to win, though. So last year, Raw? Was it Raw? Okay, who won the Crown Jewel? Who won the Crown Jewel rings last year? Was that Liv Morgan? It was Liv Morgan and Cody Rhodes, right? Cody was on SmackDown, right? Yes. So one SmackDown, one Raw. So spoiler alert, I have Raw winning a different ring. So I guess that means SmackDown wins this one. Damn. Tiffany Stratton is the favorite. You can tell they are investing more in her than Stephanie. So I'm giving Tiffany Stratton the win on this one. The women's SmackDown will get the Crown Jewel trophy. And then moving on to Raw, Monday Night Raw, I think we can all agree with the way they're setting it up. We got the champ.
The champ is always here, waiting, watching, lurking, preparing for my arm to be raised in victory as many acknowledge me expressionless index pointing up.
You know what to do when he walks into the building. Ladies and gentlemen, your tribal chief has arrived to successfully defend his title. Corp CA is in the building. Acknowledge him. I'm very curious to know if SD Kai is going to make him work for it, though. Because if SD Kai donates $50, he'll be back in the lead. Something to think about. But thank you for your donation, sure. Y'all thought Corp CA was gonna let him take the title. You know better. Y'all know better. All right. So, men's Crown Jewel title. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes being the one from SmackDown, WWE champ. Seth Rollins being the World Heavyweight champ on Raw. They have set this storyline up to where it's all or nothing for Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes can eat this loss. He'll be fine. If Seth loses here, after Paul Heyman told him on Monday Night Raw, if you can't beat Cody Rhodes, you will lose the respect of the locker room. You will lose the respect of the Vision, the Bronson Reed, and of course, Braun Breaker. If you lose, Paul Heyman will question why he chose him over Roman Reigns. Seth can't lose. They have put him in a position where he can only win. He can't lose. He can't lose. SD Kai says, I will never acknowledge Corp CA. Wow. I guess SD Kai is telling Corpse, you have to earn my respect. Okay, well, SD Kai, let me know what you want to do about it. Since you won't acknowledge Corpse as your tribal chief, does that mean you think you're the tribal chief? I'm just curious. They have set Seth Rollins up where he can only win. Like, if he loses here, it's going to make him look bad. But I don't know. There is that side of me that's like, what if they still have Cody win? What if they still have Cody win? Very curious. Something to think about. All right. I'm not going to mince words with you. Seth has to win this match. He better win this match. And I think how they're going to do it is this way. I don't see Cody losing clean. I think if we ever do get a clean victory for Seth Rollins, it's not going to be at no Crown Jewel. That's a victory for WrestleMania or a Royal Rumble or a SummerSlam. I think when Seth does win, we'll get interference. From who? Brock Lesnar. Austin Theory. Yeah, we'll talk about Austin Theory in a second. There's a reason why I said that. But I don't see Cody losing clean. But I do see him losing. So finally, Seth Rollins can say he beat Cody Rhodes with the help of somebody else. Seth Rollins is my prediction to win the men's Crown Jewel. Championship ring, championship, whatever. And it's going to be by interference from either Brock Lesnar or Austin Theory. Here's why I said Austin Theory. So there is going to be a War Games match. A War Games match for the men and the women. Apparently, the men are going to be the Vision, which is Seth Rollins, the Bronze, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory, who's going to be the newest member of the Vision. So as you guys remember, Austin Theory was teaming with Seth Rollins when he was leading that one group with AOP as the Messiah. Remember that? What was that called again? And so Austin Theory probably feels like, I want to get back with you, Seth. I miss you. And then it's going to be a short-term relationship with Brock Lesnar because of Paul Heyman. And they're going to take on Roman Reigns, the Usos, CM Punk, and LA Knight. Yeah. Oh, man, that's a hell of a War Games match. That's a hell of a War Games match. I'm actually feeling that. That's going to be a hell of a War Games match. As for the women, I have no idea. We'll play that one by ear. But the men's War Games match, if that's the lineup, I'll take it. Hells yeah. Yeah. So some of you are wondering, wasn't John Cena supposed to be in that match? Well, I'm hearing John Cena's going to face Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series. Ooh! Ooh! Dominic Mysterio and John Cena. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. And Dom better win that match, by the way. People are saying Jacob Fatu might join. Ooh, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu. That can work. I'm not against that, but isn't Jacob on SmackDown? Isn't he involved with... I think they're trying to push Jacob to fight for the world title, though. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. So Seth Rollins will win the men's Crown Jewel. And then that leaves what is scheduled to be the main event, but I don't think will be the main event. I'm expecting the men's Crown Jewel match to close because I do expect some interference, but what is scheduled currently to be the main event is the Australian street fight between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. Now, let me get this off my chest. Bronson Reed needs this win. Bronson Reed deserves this win. Bronson Reed should have beat Roman Reigns at Clash in Paris. Bronson Reed is a main event player waiting to happen. Bronson Reed has a lot of potential behind him. And a win over Roman Reigns here would launch him to the atmosphere would make him feel like a legit main event player. And I mean that. He needs this win, y'all. And I'm begging WWE to give him a shot. I'm begging WWE to give him the victory. Will they give him the victory? Unfortunately, they're not going to give him the victory. I think we all know that. Which is why I predicted Rhea Ripley to win her match. So we'll have an Australian win something. I don't see the other Australian coming out on top, unfortunately. So, it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me to watch this match. I'm going to be so upset because Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker both need legit victories. If you're going to push them as like the future of WWE, they got to beat somebody. Roman's foot is literally halfway out the door. He's already in Hollywood. He doesn't need to win this match unless you're planning on him going up against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the future. That's right. He's got to fight Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Never mind. All right, sure. Whatever. They couldn't have given Bronson Reed the win at Clash in Paris and then have Roman get his win back here. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Roman doesn't need this win, but he's going to get it because he's being set up to fight Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Fine, whatever. Roman beats Bronson Reed. I hate saying that. I can't believe I said that. We all know Bronson Reed should be winning this match. That's the guy who should be winning because he's the future. And Roman, I'm sorry, I love you, bro, but you Hollywood now. You Hollywood. Not Roman being Hollywood, but you Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Crown Jewel, my thoughts on SmackDown. I think the show's going to be good. I think overall the show's going to deliver as expected. But I'm ready to get past Crown Jewel and focus on Survivor Series. I'm ready. I'm ready for War Games. Are you? I hope so. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's safe to say that Corpse will be retaining his title. Let me get your thoughts on SmackDown. Let me get your predictions on Crown Jewel. Ratings, grades. How we feeling? Just going to read a couple of your thoughts before I bounce, because I do want to take the rest of this night for myself. As the champ, Corpse retains. Now, another champ is defending his title tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Central. Ronwell Nogales will be defending his world title for Crown Jewel. And I'm suspecting, Ronwell, that your next title defense will be Survivor Series. And then after that, your final title defense will be John Cena's final appearance. So, Ronwell, you better be ready, my man. Because you got Survivor Series, and then 2 weeks after that, you got John Cena's last match. And then that'll be it for the rest of the year. So you'll get this big break. You'll have a massive break from now until Survivor Series if you retain your championship tomorrow night, by the way. But you'll have to defend it twice within a 2-week span. So let's see what happens. All right. We got grades coming in. King AJ gives it an 8.5. Yeah, that feels about right. 8.5, 8.5, because it really was a good show. JJ Bulldog, why is it always champion versus champion? I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know. AB Combos Wrestling Edition. Oh, hey, Ronwell. That sounds like it would be a lot of fun. What would be a lot of fun? AB Combos, I ain't watching Crown Jewel because I have to do Comic Con tomorrow. Ah, okay. That's right, Comic Con. That's right. So he's going to go to Comic Con and then he's going to run home to defend his title. Ultra Shadow 97 is predicting Bronson Reed to get his win back. I hope you're right, man. Ultra Shadow also says Cena should beat Dom. That's not happening. Okay, tell you what. I'll make you a deal. Ultra Shadow. I'll have Cena beat Dom if Cena drops the belt right back to Dom at Saturday Night's main event. Fair? John Cena could beat Dominic Mysterio if he drops the belt right back to Dom at Saturday Night's Main Event. Compromise with me. How we feeling about that? Yes? No? Maybe? Meh? Tyler O Gaming. What's good, Alyx? What's good? What's happening? Okay, so someone came in and said hi to me, saying, give me back shots, Solid Monster. Y'all are weird. And I don't even know what to say to that. Y'all are some weirdos. I'm sorry. I just gotta say that. Let me see here. Triple H and his 5 matches. I know. He loves his 5 matches. Chase. Nia Jax. Oh, this is nice. So we do have somewhat. Let me see here. I guess we do have somewhat of a women's chamber match. So Rolando says it's going to be AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and Io Sky taking on Becky Lynch, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jackson, Last Legend? What? Nia Jackson, Last Legend? Did I miss something? Are they like a tag team on NXT? Nia Jackson, Last Legend. Ronwell Nagales says, if my title reign was to end, it would have to be against Corpse at Rumble 2026. All right. So he's basically saying he's waiting tomorrow. All right, well, if y'all gonna come for the king, y'all best not miss. Yo, Drew Usher, you coming for the king? Are you coming for any of these titles? I wonder if Drew Usher wants the title tomorrow. The Savior could be coming for that belt. We'll have to see. Let's talk about Lance getting released. Who got released? Who got released? Lance. Who's Lance? Lance Archer from AEW? Last Legend and Nia Jax has a feud on NXT. Okay, so then why would they be on the same team? Also, isn't Nia Jax on SmackDown? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, y'all. I'm not feeling this. We'll see. They'll have 2 War Games matches. So, Tyler O Gaming. What's good, Alyx? How's everything? Peachy. We doing good. All right, let me go ahead and flip this over because I'm pretty sure Corpse is retaining. Unless someone drops 100 before I get out of here. SD Kai, Drew Usher, does anybody want to drop 100? Come for the king? Or are you trying to save your money for tomorrow to take on Ronwell Nagales? Well, be careful, because y'all over here thinking that you're going to have an easy battle with Ronwell. Ronwell Nagales dropped 500. So y'all better be willing to drop 500 yourselves. That boy said for $500. Lance Anoa'i. Oh, Lance Anoa'i got released? Are you serious? Why? No, for real. He actually got released. Let me look at this. I don't believe it, man. Yeah, oh my God, you're right. Yeah, he announced it 6 hours ago. I would officially announce my departure from WWE. I didn't have the best luck since I arrived. I will not let this stop me from achieving to be great. I worked hard on the indies for 15 years. Now let's get back to work. Wow. He was signed last year too. That hurts. That hurts to see. Damn. That sucks. Getting signed and didn't even get a chance to debut. I mean, where would he go, though? That is one of those things where, yeah, it sucks, but like, what would they do with him? That sucks. So Drew Usher says he's just chilling with his glasses on. Drew Usher, are you biding your time? Are you looking for the moment to strike to get one of these titles? Well, I look forward to seeing what you do, my friend. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Thank you so much for watching this lovely live stream. I am grateful to have you all here. Once again, making this channel the premier spot. Before I get out of here, I want to say thank you, because this past week has been rough for me. It's been rough for me, not just here on the wrestling portion, but also with my politics channel. You got people coming at me saying that I should give up, that my channel is dying. And look, I see the views, y'all. I see the live stream views. I see people are not watching me as much as I would like, or they used to. Okay? But I've been told this for decades. I've been told for decades that you should give it up. Your channel's dying. And at some point in time, I believed it. I believed it. But then I took a step back and I realized something. Every day I get new subscribers. Every day I get new followers. Every week I get new members. I get people donating. I got Corp CA. I got Ronwell Nogales. $50, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. Every month I get new affiliates. I get new sponsorships. I just got a new sponsorship with BetterHelp. I have people messaging me daily. Thank you for being here. You helped me get through my day. Does that sound like a dying channel to you? Does that sound like a channel that's dying? Or does that sound like a channel that's about to blow up, bigger than you can ever imagine? I am a very fortunate person. I have the fortunate, privileged position to come up here, talk wrestling, talk politics, talk for a living. A position that a lot of people wish they could be in. So it makes sense. It makes sense that some folks would rather see me fail because they're envious. They can't have it, so why would they want me to have it? And like I always say, if you don't got haters, that means you're doing it wrong. And unfortunately for them, I'm too legit to quit. Too legit to quit. I'm way too passionate. I'm way too stubborn. I can't stop now. I can't quit. What I do on this platform, what I do here means something. It means something to somebody. It means something to people. It matters. My voice matters in this community. And as long as one person, whether that person is Chris Wrestling Views, King AJ, JJ Bulldog, Tyler O Gaming, SD Kai, Rolando Sabio, Ultra Shot 97, Firestar Heart, Alyx Demi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Giulia Does Everything, Corp CA, Drew Usher. Sorry. As long as one person's watching me, I'm not going anywhere. I will still come up here and talk wrestling until you finally get sick of me and stop watching me altogether. And to everyone who stuck with me, please know I don't take it for granted. And thank you. We're in this together. Thank you for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. I will always love you, and I hope you can return the favor. Always know, this will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Then, now, forever, together. I'm going to just end it right there on that note. This is Alyx, just Alyx, signing out right here in Alyx's World. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you.
When you're when you're